Primordial Radio.
It's hard to believe it's been nearly 20 years since BLINK-182 released their self-titled fifth album. Firmly cemented as one of the most popular rock bands by 2003, the album saw the Californian three-piece experiment with a darker and more mature sound than the band's earlier work. This was perhaps no more prominent than on the hit single, I Miss You, a gothic ballad which saw pop-punk take a darker turn just as emo began to hit its commercial peak. Recorded from January 2003 to October 2004 with producer Jerry Finn, BLINK-182's self-titled album marked an expansion of their usual sound. It also introduced experimental elements that were inspired by lifestyle changes and side projects such as Boxcar Racer and the transplants the members had been working on prior to the album's release. The hit single I Miss You was co-written by Tom Delonge, Mark Hoppus and Travis Barker. The track is fully acoustic on all instruments and deals with vulnerability, heartache and breakup. There is also a reference to Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas with the lines, "We can live like Jack and Sally if we want, where you can always find me, and we'll have Halloween on Christmas, and in the night we'll wish this never ends, we'll wish this never ends." Whilst it was a hit success, it certainly wasn't an easy song to record. In October 2018, Mark Hoppus shared on Twitter the original lyrics he penned down in his notebook for I Miss You. On the pages, you can see the multiple scribbles and crossings out, with one of the original lines being, "My uninspired victim," instead of the unsuspecting victim, which made it to the final version of the song. Expanding further on the lyrics of the song to MTV in December 2003, Tom DeLonge stated, "Once the lyrics started singing about a spider eating the insides of a bug, I think people take that and go, maybe it's not about their families." And it talks about celebrating Halloween on Christmas and all these different dark kinds of things. The song's more about the vulnerability and kind of heart-wrenching pain you feel when you're in love and when you're a guy trying to tell a girl, "Don't waste your time coming and talking to me because, in my head at least, you probably already gave me up a long time ago." The song was also directly inspired by the Cure song The Love Cats. Whilst frontman of the Cure Robert Smith doesn't feature on I Miss You, he does appear on track 12 of the album, All of This. And so it's interesting to think how I Miss You might have sounded if the band had decided to have Robert Smith feature on I Miss You instead of All of This. Speaking about working with BLINK-182, Robert Smith stated, "It was funny actually because it was quite divisive when I phoned up telling the others and people around me whose opinion I trusted. It really did make people jump up one side or the other saying, no, you don't want to do that." But when I play people the songs, most people actually changed their minds when they heard the demos. I realized that Blink was kind of seen in a certain way, but they were trying to evolve and have evolved into something more. I think their album is a great album, and they're a great band. And so I had no hesitation myself in joining them. I was very flattered to be asked actually. The track was undoubtedly a defining moment for pop-punk and helped to usher in a new era of rock music that was darker and more introspective. Whilst emo's newfound popularity was already in full swing, there's no doubt I Miss You had a huge impact on future releases, with the likes of The Used releasing In Love and Death in 2004, Panic at the Disco releasing A Fever You Can't Sweat Out in 2005, and My Chemical Romance releasing The Black Parade in 2006. I Miss You peaked at number 1 on the US Billboard Modern Rock chart and peaked at number 42 on the Billboard Hot 100. And although All the Small Things had more radio airplay, I Miss You sold more copies, earning gold certification for selling over 500,000 copies. In the United Kingdom, the song was a national top 10 hit on the UK singles chart, peaking at number 8. In a tragic twist of fate, just 2 years on from the release of I Miss You, Tom DeLonge left the band in 2005, upon which BLINK-182 disbanded. They eventually got back together in 2009, but Tom DeLonge left again in 2015, but this time was replaced by Alkaline Trio's Matt Skiba, who went on to release 2 albums with BLINK-182, 2016's California and 2019's 9. In late June 2021, it was revealed that Mark Hoppus had been receiving treatment for cancer in secret. He also revealed that Tom DeLonge and Travis Barker visited him before he started chemotherapy. Speaking about the meeting, Mark Hoppus said, "It was the first time that all 3 of us were in the same room for like 5 years. It's actually better than it used to be. There was no agenda, there were no lingering grudges. It felt very back to what it should be. Three friends sitting in a room. Everybody's in a really great place right now. On October 11th, 2022, it was officially announced that BLINK-182 would be reuniting with the now classic lineup of Tom DeLonge, Mark Hoppus, and Travis Barker. A new single, Edging, was also released, and a world tour planned for 2023 and beyond. So with a history of multiple breakups, bad blood, and eventual reconciliation, perhaps it is somewhat fitting that a track like I Miss You would become and remain one of BLINK-182's biggest and most beautiful songs to date. Thanks for checking out our video today on BLINK-182's I Miss You. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you want to check out our radio station broadcasting 24/7, just head to primordialradio.com.